Hey y'all, welcome to the Style Chronicles. I thought I would share some of my current favorites with you guys. I had somebody request that I do monthly favorites videos and share my favorite products with you guys. And I know I used to do that several years ago, maybe last year, the year before. It runs together, doesn't it? Anyway, I used to do that pretty regularly, and what I found is I use so many of the same products every single month because I stick with those holy grail items that I have to have in order to do my makeup or my hair or my skin or anything like that. So many of the products were the same that it was redundant. It was the same video over and over and over again. So what I will do is I'll just share current favorites so that if things change I can share them there. But yeah, I just kind of stick to some of the same things. However, lots of stuff has changed, obviously, since the last time I did a monthly favorites video. So I will share those things with you, things that I've acquired recently that I have absolutely loved. So let me go ahead and get started. First up, I will share with you the Sigma Flat Kabuki F80 brush, which I know I did a video about discussing or asking for advice on what foundation brush I should purchase next, because I've been through a slew of them and I find things wrong with each one. And this one so far, I can tell you, I don't know why I didn't purchase this before I started really investing in makeup brushes or in foundation brushes. This thing is so hyped up that I feel like, how can it be that great if it's saturated the market and everybody has used it and everybody does Sigma videos and everybody uses their Sigma beauty link and follow me, and they make money off of these things when they sell them. So I thought, well, there's no way that it can be that good. I mean, there's so many other things on the market. It can't be any better than those. So I have tried several, and what I find is I have the Eyeshadow one, which is a very, very popular brush, and it applies foundation beautifully. The head is literally a quarter of the size. It's the size of that, like a nickel, no, maybe a quarter, but it's just so small that I feel like to put my foundation on nicely, it takes me forever because you're doing these little dots and then blending, and it just takes forever. This one covers so much more space. The other thing that I used was the Real Techniques brush, which got really gummy on the handle because it's that kind of matte, I don't know, rubberized finish. It got really gummy and gross, and I just started to really hate using it because I hated the way it felt in my hand. So that one, and then the latest one that I used was the It Cosmetics LBD little black foundation brush. And that one was beautiful. It applied very, very nicely. The fibers of the brush are black, or the hairs rather, are black, and they're synthetic, and they just started to break down. So instead of staying like this as a bristle, they would become fluffy and soft, and it was individual. So the middle of the brush sank in and became kind of like a swirl, and I couldn't get them straight, and I couldn't get those bristles nice anymore. And I feel like for such an expensive brush, that should not happen. And I know it's because I tend to do circular motions on my cheek, but none of my other makeup brushes have done that, not even the Real Techniques. So that one I stopped using because I could not stand the way that felt. And this one, honestly, why didn't I just purchase this one to begin with? It is the perfect size. It does the application well. So for now, this is what it obviously is hyped up to be, and I'm shocked because it was, it's believable that it does such a great job. I ordered the bronze one, which I like. It's different. It stands out in my sea of silver and black brushes. I don't know, I can't say enough about this brush. I like how it finishes. I like how it applies. It has not worn down. I've washed it multiple times. It stays this kind of fluff, and the bristles stay straight. So I don't know how I will feel about it in 6 months or a year, but for now this is working beautifully, and I should have just purchased this from the beginning. So believe what you hear, but not everything you hear, I guess. I don't know, it makes no sense. Excuse me. We've all got this allergy thing going on, and it makes me cough. It's the drip, it makes me cough. Okay, so the obvious white elephant in the room that we need to address is, yes, that is my current favorite eyeshadow palette. Just, yes. took me a while to invest because it usually does when it comes to eyeshadow palettes. I like to make sure that I like everything in there. I have just become so spoiled, I think, like with MAC, and then Anastasia Beverly Hills started doing it with the single eyeshadows and the ability to choose exactly which shades I will wear and leave the ones that I will not wear alone. Whereas when you get a palette, you know, you're stuck with these shades and you're stuck with them. And sometimes you will use, you know, 3 or 4, and then you've got 10 that aren't really your color, but those 3 or 4 make it worth, you know, having the palette, I guess. So yeah, I've become very spoiled by singles and the ability to create my own palettes. And I love that. I absolutely love that. I've done that with my MAC shadows. I've done that with Anastasia Beverly Hills shadows. I pick and choose from other brands, just single eyeshadows that I really do like. So for a palette, it's very difficult for me to invest because there's always colors that I won't wear, and I feel like if I could just get that one in that palette, then I would be happier. But with this one, what I was finding was so many people saying how warm it is and how everything in there is so wearable and warm and nice. And warm happens to be my absolute favorite eyeshadow tone. I love warm toned shadows, and I love what they do for your face, for your eyes, for your skin, or what they do for mine personally. So I thought, well, if they're warm, I will wear them. And it's so true. I wear every single one of these shadows in here with the exception of that one. That one I find so unwearable on myself. It's cool tone for one. That is not a warm tone shadow. It's called Buen Fresco, but it's pretty. It's very, very pretty. And I just cannot figure out how to wear it in a way that flatters my eye the way that I like. But out of every single one of these, that's the only one that does not appeal to me, does not look good. So everything else I have worn. This one, believe it or not, this fuchsia shade, it's called Love Letter, looks unbelievable on the lid with this Cypress Umber. Just beautiful. It's a fuchsia with like a brown. And you can do a smoky eye and smoke it out and put that brown on the corner and it looks beautiful. Or you could just do the Love Letter around your eye as your contour color, like in the outer crease, and it looks unbelievable as well. So that, and the two that I wear the most, believe it or not, are this red ochre and this burnt orange. This is a crease color, and this red ochre on the outer corner looks so pretty. It just looks like a brown that you smoked out. So it has red to it because brown, once you smoke it out, always pulls red. But it's just unbelievably beautiful. And then the other one that I wear a lot is the Real Gar and that golden ochre. I think they're beautiful together. So getting a lot of wear out of this palette. Just thought I would address that before I move on. So the other thing is my Smashbox contour palette, which I've got other contour palettes and I do use them, but this one, it's just so easy. It's small and it has everything I need in it, and I can pull it out and contour quickly, get it over with, and move on. So there you have it. It's got a highlight, a bronze, and a contour color, and I usually try to mix these two together because they're obviously not getting enough wear, this bronze one. But then I just go in and I contour here and down the sides of my nose, and then I use this down the center and to highlight in other areas, and I'm done, and I like what it does. So just really simple. And then for cheek color, lately my favorite has been the Dainty blush by MAC, the Mineralize Skin Finish Blush in Dainty, which I'm wearing today. I usually try to match tones, so my lipstick matches my cheek color, but I was not going to do red today, and then I did red at the last minute, so I did not use my red blush. I used this one, and it gives just a very nice healthy glow. It's a good all-around kind of blush, just as that, you know, everyday go-to blush if you don't want to think too much about it. So I think it goes well with everything. The other two things, my little cousin, her name is Kristen, and she's not little, she's in her 20s, but she'll always be my little cousin to me. She messaged me one day and said, you have to have this, you have to get this. So I went and picked one up, and it's the Too Faced Melted Longwear Lipstick. I have the shade Chihuahua, which is very, very pretty. And it's got this like felt tip applicator. And she was right, it's a beautiful, long wearing lipstick, and I feel like when I put this on in the mornings, I feel like it stays the entire day. Like I go to the gym to work out. I don't wash my face or anything. I just come home, I change, and we go to the gym. And so my makeup is always done. So like later today, I will be like this at the gym with gym clothes on. And yeah, people are like, wow, you wear so much makeup to the gym. Well, it's what I put on in the morning. It's not necessarily what I put on to go to the gym. I go the way that I am. So yeah, when I wear this, it's literally the whole day. I get off the treadmill and it's still there, and I'm like, wow, that's nice. And I'm doing my weights thinking, wow, that lipstick is very long wearing. So that definitely is long wear. And it has a good smell. It's got a, everybody says vanilla, but I think it's more of a berry smell, but I'm horrible with smells, horrible with smells. Okay, the other two things, this Tightline Full Lash Length 3-in-1 Eyeliner, Primer, and Mascara by IT Cosmetics. Look at that little bitty, ooh, look at that little bitty wand. It's just so tiny. When you first get it, you're like, what the heck am I gonna do with that? But as a primer, like when I have bare lashes, I go in and I put this on and it does nothing. And then I put my mascara on top of it, regular mascara, and it's like, whoa. It just amps up my mascara. I'm not sure, I guess it separates the lashes. It does something to the lashes, obviously, but just kind of builds them up, gets them ready for mascara. And when you put mascara on, it goes on completely differently. You're like, wow. So I like this as a base for every single mascara that I own. So yeah, it's called Tightline. And you can get it in like really close to your line, your lash line. My eyes are so red. They don't itch, they don't hurt, they don't burn. I'm not getting discharged, so I'm not sure what's going on with my eyes. Every now and then I think it's pink eye. I'm like, oh, I have pink eye. But it's not pink eye. I have no symptoms, so it's just crazy. Okay, the House of Lashes Eyelash Adhesive, which looks like this, which I am in love with. This stuff is amazing. It is so much better than the Duo Lash Adhesive. Even though that is a awesome glue, like that glue will keep your lashes on your lid and it's beautiful. To me, it just feels like it takes forever to dry. So I'm standing there like this, waiting to put my lash on. And with this one, I can put it on the band and then hold it in this hand and do like a coat of mascara and then pop it on immediately afterwards because it dries so quickly, it sets, it gets tacky, and you can, put it on and it doesn't move. With the Duo, I'm standing there like that, holding it, waiting for it to dry. When I think it's dry, like you wait the 1 second, the 60 seconds or whatever, you think it's dry, you put it on your lid and it slides like everywhere. It does not stick because it's not fully set. And so this one does not do that, obviously. It just dries very, very nicely. It stays, like it's waterproof. It stays on your lid. You have to, pull to get it off, and it's just very, very nice. It's latex free, so if you have allergies or sensitive eyes, it should not affect you. The Duo, I find that if I get it too close to my waterline, like in my eye, it stings my eye and it gets very, very red and irritated. So I don't think I'm allergic to latex, but I think it just irritates my eyes. This one does not do that. Okay, the other two things are lashes by House of Lashes. I love House of Lashes lashes. They are just so well made and they last me forever. I can order once a year and they literally last an entire year. I have some that I've had for 2 years, and that's multiple wear as long as you take care of them. This is the Boudoir, and I have to trim them about that much on the outer corner to fit my eye because it's kind of small, but that's the Boudoir. And these in this pink packaging, the band is very, very thick. So if you're not used to lashes, these are not the greatest ones to start with because they are so dense and thick and they don't really move with your lid. You have to really work to get them on. Once you know how to kind of maneuver them, it's okay, but I wouldn't start with these, but they are beautiful. These, however, are very, very small. The band, the lashes aren't small, but the band is clear and it's very flexible and just very nice to wear. They're comfortable. They're not heavy like these are. So these are some that I would suggest starting with, and these are in this kind of packaging. These are called Bambi, and they're very like open and bright. They're kind of a mixed color. They have black hairs, but they have brown as well. And some, I think sometimes I can see a little bit of reddish blonde hair in there. But these are very, very nice. Very light, like I said, very easy to apply, and they just adhere to your eye. And I do have to trim. I trim everything all the time, so that's that. The other thing is, my battery's about to die. The Soap & Glory Original Pink Body Spray, I am loving. It smells so good. It smells just like their lotion or their body scrub. It smells delicious. Bath & Body Works Plumeria, which was my high school scent along with Cucumber Melon. These are kind of like throwbacks. They brought them back for a limited time. These are available. I love this. My daughter loves it. And lastly, the Dove Clean Comfort Soap. This I have to throw in there because my husband and I go through bars of these like you can't imagine. We both take 2 showers a day, and this stuff just stays on your body and you can smell it all day long. Like you shower and it just is so clean and soft, but it's not floral. I can't stand any of those like girly scents. I like clean smells. So it smells powdery, clean, and nice. And the 2 fails that I have. This one, which is that scent, but in face wash, body wash, smells nothing like it. Does not even stick on your body. I don't understand why they even put the same scent, or that it is the same scent, because it smells nothing like it. And it does not stay, does not last. So that's a fail, which was sad because we were excited to find that. And the other thing is my Studio Fix Foundation Fluid Foundation in the shade NC20. Major fail. Look how yellow that is. And so it's yellow on my skin. But I'm owning it. I'm going to wear it until I wear it out. I have tried diluting this with my regular shade, which is NC15. It all pulls yellow. It makes your foundation yellow. Like just bam, it's so noticeable. And I thought I was doing well by upping my shade just for the summer because I was a little more tan in other areas. No, I'll always just stick with my shade. This is horrible. The jump from the paleness of NC15 to the yellow of NC20 is beyond crazy. I don't understand it at all. There should be something in between that is like not yellow. It's crazy. So like I said, I'm owning it for now until I'm done with it, which probably another 2 or 3 weeks maybe. But diluting it with my regular shade does not work at all. I thought it would make it a little darker. Just yellow. So that is it. Those are my monthly favorite, or my current favorites, not my monthly favorites for now. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, comment, and message me with whatever questions you may have, ideas for future videos. Thank you so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.